Hello guys, Izanagi here, and today I'm going to do a video on good old Sony. Well. Now I am obviously a bit late to doing a video on this. It's been about a week. I've been so busy with real life stuff, and I haven't really got around to it. And I wanted to wait to see if we got a response from Sony, and I guess here we are. It is getting pretty heated in the Twitter space. We've also got a heat wave here in the UK, and I'm freaking melting. But I want to do this video before it gets even more hotter. So here we are. Where is the original tweet? Where is Sony have just been trying to bury the original tweet with all this like random crap. Okay. Where is it? Okay, this is the official tweet. On their blog, by the way. Physical disc reduction ending in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. 9,000 comments, and I don't know who the fuck is liking this, but with 1,000 likes, you know that's not good. And this is on PlayStation's own personal website. I don't know if you can hear any noise in the background. I got like construction work going on across the road, but hey. So basically for me, what I find the most insulting about this is Sony didn't even bother to, do like a video where they got like the CEO on camera or like a high-ranking official at PlayStation and sit down and explain to people the reasons why they are ending physical discs. Instead, I think this happened on a Wednesday. They decided to announce this on a random Wednesday on their blog. Like, think about that. This is literally a complete changer for the gaming industry, and it affects not obviously only gamers but also devs as well. And it's like you're going to announce this on a random freaking blog on a Wednesday. Like I'm assuming the strategy was, to kind of like announce it but not do it in such like a big way so people would notice, like subtly. It's like just the amount of disrespect is crazy. And I'm sure you can read all this already. You probably know, blah, blah, blah. So the TLDR is, after 2028, Sony will cease all physical means of productions when it comes to game discs. And this includes not only, obviously, Sony's first-party titles, but this also applies to third-party developers as well. Because when I originally saw this, I had to like reread it like 3 times because I couldn't believe it. I was like, the fuck? But my initial assumption was Sony is only applying this to their first-party studios. No, this is every studio across the board. And I believe this also applies to PS5 as well, not just PS6, because obviously with the way things are going, you take, for example, the PS4, that was in development for... I mean, that had support even well into the PS5's life cycle, so the same thing is going to happen with the PS5, with the PS6. So, yeah, that is just... fantastic. And as you can see, they announced this. I'll show you some of the comments. Damn. Sony's absolutely getting ass blasted in the Twitter comment section, as you can see. You got Domino's Pizza UK, because why not? You got Does It Play, good site. If you want to check to see if you can run like a game straight off the disc offline with no additional, digital downloads, is a great site to check. Oh yeah, this is PlayStation back in the day, when they actually had to try it. And this essentially happens with every sort of company. It's a tale as old as time. They become the market leader, they get cocky and arrogant, their hubris blinds them, and they start making stupid, greedy decisions. This is the exact same thing with back in the day with the Xbox One and Don Matrick, and how they wanted it to be essentially an entertainment device where you watch like movies and TV shows on, but also an always online connected device. And Xbox pretty much was in the lead, and then they completely destroyed and plummeted their brand overnight with that policy. If I'm being honest with you, I think this policy is even worse than that, at what Sony's doing right now. And Sony thinks they're untouchable, but only time will tell. The only language that they know how to communicate in is with the mighty dollar. So I have seen people, cancelling their subscriptions, and more power to you guys. It's going down here, yeah. And even on their more recent posts where they've been posting stuff unrelated to this topic, they've just been getting blasted by the Twitter community. They're hoping this just blows over, right? Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't know about stock prices. It's just so. As for myself personally, I did switch over to PC probably about like a year and a half ago now. Before that, PS5 was kind of like my main console. So for a situation like this, I don't know why. If Sony are, it doesn't really look like they're going to backtrack at the moment. So if you have to have the choice between, if you have no choice between a digital storefront, right, you've got a gun to your head, then why would you not pick Steam over PlayStation? Steam, well, PC as a platform has way more freedom, right? You can get cheap games on Steam for sales. There's also third-party vendor sites that sell cheap keys. You can there's the GOG store which sells games, and they are not they're completely DRM free. There's also the Epic Game Store. I know a lot of people don't like that, but that's also an optional storefront you can use. There's emulation on PC. You can literally emulate games on the PS1, PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, frickin' Atari, Mega Drive, what have you, right? And if you offer an extra bit saucy, wink wink, you can always, sail the high seas, and there's plenty of options for you there. Because whether there's the reality, right? Whether you agree or disagree with piracy from a moral perspective, at the end of the day, it is the ultimate form of not only game preservation but game ownership, which will not exist at all under the vision which Sony plans to implement, because they essentially have a monopoly on their digital storefront. Like, yeah, I've heard that they will still allow retail stores to stock up on cases that have a bit of paper that have a digital code on, which I'm just like, who the fuck is going to want to drive all the way down to a store to pick up an empty case with a sheet of paper with a digital code on and drive all the way back home to put the code in? That's not a physical game at that point, right? That's absurd. Like, that does not make any sense to me. So yeah, and I've seen like people say they're going to switch over to PC, and I don't blame them. It's like, why would you want to? Especially because, with the way the world is at the moment, the cost of living and RAM prices and hardware, you know the PS6 is going to be at least like $1,000 plus, like 900 quid probably in the UK. And then you've got the games on PlayStation are like $80, 70 quid brand new. And you bet your ass if Sony has a monopoly on their store, you're going to get less and less sales. Because right now, there are games on the PlayStation store that are full price, like 70, 60 quid. I could pop on Amazon, pop on eBay, and buy those for like 20, 15 quid. Like, it's no contest. Like, more options for the consumer is always better. I mean, more options for the gamer. I hate the word consumer. It just sounds so like you're just mindlessly consuming shit, right? But that's the point. Or you just have to wait, or you're at the mercy of waiting for like a PlayStation sale on their store, which could be whenever they feel like it, right? So I just think it's all bad, and I don't even see this as like a physical versus digital sort of thing, because I think both mediums have their pros and their cons, right? If you love collecting and you love ownership, physicals for you. If you are more on the side of you don't want your house being cluttered with discs, or you don't have to worry about losing your disc or damaging it, then digitals also has its advantages. So there's pros and cons to both. I feel like taking away options doesn't benefit anyone other than Sony in this case, because they want to increase their profit margins. Because you don't have to be like a genius to figure out, obviously Sony is going to make more money when people buy directly from their storefront as opposed to going to like a retail store and buying a game that's secondhand on the used market. I mean, that's what this is all about. This is all about just Sony wanting to maximize their profit margin at the expense of the gamer. pretty much. And a bit off topic. This is supposed to be a PlayStation video, but you also got Xbox going around firing people from prominent studios. So the gaming industry it's like that meme, with the little dog and he's got the cup in his hand. He's like, "This is fine," whilst the house slowly is on fire and the house is burning down around him. That's what it feels like at the moment. Like things are just all kinds of fucked up. And yeah, I would like to see Sony actually address the issue further instead of doing whatever the fuck they're doing here. Just like, yeah, we would just post random shit on our social media and hope people will forget. Okay, yeah. This is the latest one. Okay, this is Once Human. Once again, it isn't going away. Fuck the player. Greed has no limits. I don't want to play with you anymore. I think Sony have greatly underestimated the backlash they're going to receive. And don't get me wrong, I'm under no delusions that Sony will make a shit ton of money from GTA 6 because people are going to buy that no matter what, right? But I think after GTA 6 releases and the PS6 is on the horizon, that will be the real test of time to see how many people actually buy the console. There'll probably be people that won't buy the console just off the premise it's going to be too expensive, but I wonder if this will also affect the PS6 sales. No diss, no buy. For the investors, no diss, no buy. For the players. Yeah, I remember I made a video like 12, 13 years ago where I commentated on the Xbox One's policy and when they reversed it. And I would actually advise no one to watch this video. It's pretty terrible. Not that my videos are amazing by any stretch of the imagination now. But it's essentially me. I had this really old ass laptop and I was providing commentary, and the fan on the laptop was like a jet engine. It was just drowning out any sort of commentary I was providing. It was just pretty bad. But yeah, back in the day I also made a video critiquing Xbox One's policy, and now here I am almost goddamn 13 years later doing the same thing on PlayStation. It is just the hubris of these companies where they get cocky and arrogant once they become a market leader, and then they think they can just milk the customer. It doesn't work like that. And I'm hoping this boycott is successful and hurts Sony where it's going to hurt them the most, in their pocket. Physical media. Why do gamers hate us? Play has limits. You will own nothing and be happy. Where's the damn disc? Where are the discs? Oh, I love it. Address me. I know what's funny is like these disk drives have been selling out, so I guess people are kind of like panic buying the disk drives now, which doesn't make sense because like if Sony are cancelling physical games in 2028, wouldn't you be more inclined not to want to buy a disk drive? I'm not sure I understand the logic there. If you do, like, leave a comment in the comment section. Why do you think people are like panic buying disk drives? I mean PC, yeah. Not to say PC is perfect. Obviously, PC has been hit by the very, very, very inflated prices of VRAM, or just RAM in general. I guess VRAM's for GPUs, just RAM in general. Lucky for me, I was lucky enough to build my computer at the end of 2024, so right before any of this fucking nonsense started, with prices being inflated due to like AI data centers. Yeah. Play has physical limits, no diss, no buy. Okay, yeah, this is just I love to see the community unite together and just give a massive big middle finger to Sony, like fuck you Sony. Is a beautiful thing to watch, this sort of like solidarity. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. If you want to discuss further, leave a comment in the comment section. What is your personal take on it? Do you love physical games? Do you love digital? Do you like a bit of both? I would say when I was on PS5, obviously now since I'm on Steam, I am 100% digital. It is what it is. But when I was on PS5, generally speaking, I would be like maybe 80-70% physical, 30-20% digital. Usually, if there was a game and it was the same price as both physical or digital, I would usually always buy the physical copy. But there are games I've definitely bought on the PlayStation store when they were on sale on the store, that they were like a good, like, cheap price that I'd buy for like 10-15 quid. But that was generally my like habits. I like both. I think both have their pros and their cons, and I see no reason in getting rid of physical games other than greed and Sony wanting to increase their profit margins. But yeah, that's it. So I will see you guys later, and I hope everyone has a nice day. Peace the fuck out and happy gaming, and fuck Sony. Do not quit the attack. Keep going, guys. Later.